Carlos Puyol, a name that sends chills down the spines of strikers even today. He wasn't just a defender, he was a warrior and a leader. Tough, fearless, and old school. Puyol represented a time when defenders were guardians, putting everything on the line for the badge. But here's the question. Why have players like Puyol become rare in modern football? Stick around as we dive into the rise and fall of old school defending and discover why players like Puyol have gone extinct. Carlos Puyol was more than just a defender. He was a symbol of passion, loyalty, and grit. A player who left everything on the pitch every single time. Known for his tough tackling, extraordinary leadership, and unparalleled commitment, Puyol epitomized an era where football was as much about heart as it was about skill. In the years of FC Barcelona and Spain's national team, Puyol was the rock at the back, organizing his team's defense with an acute understanding of the game. He wasn't the, fastest player on paper, but his agility and ability to anticipate danger made him a nightmare for attackers. His quick bursts of acceleration and remarkable change of direction allowed him to recover even when a skilled dribbler seemed to have beaten him. Strikers often describe playing against him as, frustrating. Not because he was flashy, but because he was relentless. Puyol had a knack for motivating his teammates. On the pitch, you'd see him shouting instructions, clapping to encourage the squad, or, gesturing with a fire that seemed to ignite everyone around him. Off the pitch, teammates have testified to his ability to create unity in the locker room, a quality that made him a true captain. For fans, he was El Tiburon. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, the Shark, an apt nickname for a player who devoured danger and left strikers with no space to breathe. But today, the Puyols of football have seemingly vanished. The sport has evolved, and the traditional combative defender has become a relic of a bygone era. Football today is almost unrecognizable compared to Puyol's prime. Tactics, culture, and even the rules of the game have changed. The emphasis has shifted from rugged defending to technical skill, composure, and possession-based football. Defenders are now expected to do much more than protect their goal. They're seen as the first line of attack. Pep Guardiola's philosophy is perhaps the most notable example of this shift. His teams are built on the principle of playing out from the back, with defenders acting as deep-lying playmakers. Players like Gerard Piqué, Puyol's longtime partner at Barcelona, of course, exemplified this evolution. Under Guardiola, Piqué became a critical part of Barca's build-up play, using his passing range and composure on the ball to set the tempo for the team. This trend has spread across football, with playing defenders now considered essential in modern systems. Jurgen Klopp's gagging pressing further highlights the demands placed on defenders today. Klopp's high pressing style requires defenders to not only win the ball back quickly, but also to possess the technical ability to keep the ball under pressure. The focus isn't just on defending, but on how defenders contribute to the team's offensive phases. Players like Virgil van Dijk represent the modern archetype of a defender. Van Dijk's calmness on the ball, precise passing, and positional awareness have earned him accolades as one of the best in the world. However, some argue that this focus on composure and ball-playing ability has come at the expense of the traditional defensive attributes that players like Puyol embodied. Harry Maguire is another example of a modern playing defender. At his best, Maguire is confident in possession, stepping forward into midfield to connect with attackers and launch counterattacks. His traits, such as brings ball out of defense and tries long passes, align perfectly with modern football's tactical demands. Yet his struggles in one-on-one defending and Positional awareness highlight the risks of prioritizing, technical ability over defensive fundamentals. Even John Stones, a player admired for his calmness under pressure, has faced criticism for occasional lapses in defensive solidity. While these players are undoubtedly talented, their profiles reflect a broader trend in football's evolution, a shift away from the rugged defenders of the past toward a more polished technical style. The decline of defenders like Puyol isn't just about tactics. It's also a product of rule changes and shifts in football culture. Over the years, the laws of the game have evolved to prioritize player safety and encourage attacking play. Physicality, which of course was once celebrated, is now heavily scrutinized. Tackles that would have been seen as heroic in Puyol's era are now penalized with yellow or red cards. For defenders, this means playing with greater caution. Sliding tackles, shoulder-to-shoulder challenges, and aggressive marking, all hallmarks of players like Puyol, are less common today. Instead, defenders are trained to focus on positioning and intercepting passes rather than risking fouls. While this makes the game safer and more fluid, it also diminishes the raw, combative spirit that once defined the position. Modern football culture increasingly prioritizes flair and creativity, often at the expense of grit and determination. Defenders are now frequently celebrated for their technical ability, whether it's dribbling out of high-pressure situations or delivering precise long passes that catalyze attacks. This focus aligns with the demands of possession-based systems, but has led to a gradual sidelining of traditional defensive skills such as robust tackling, aerial duels, and close marking. Take the case of Marc Cucurella at Chelsea. While primarily a fullback, Cucurella has been deployed as part of a back three under certain managers, valued for his technical skill and versatility. His ability to carry the ball forward and thread accurate passes into midfields, fits the mold of defenders contributing to possession-oriented play. However, he has faced criticism for lacking defensive solidity, particularly when dealing with physically dominant forwards or defending aerial threats. This trend reflects a broader shift in football culture where clubs scout defenders based on how seamlessly they fit into these tactical frameworks, often at the expense of defensive fundamentals. The rugged, no-nonsense defender is becoming an increasingly rare breed in today's game. Carlos Puyol's legacy is a touching reminder of what football once celebrated. He was a player who wore his heart on his sleeve, throwing himself into every challenge and leading his team by example. His ability to inspire, organize, and protect was unmatched, a rare combination of skill and spirit that made him a true legend. Today, some players exhibit glimpses of Puyol's qualities. Kalidou Koulibaly's physical presence, Ruben Dias's leadership, and Milan Skriniar's resilience come to mind. But even these players operate within the constraints of modern football's demands, where composure and technical ability are prioritized over grit and aggression. What truly sets Puyol apart is his leadership. He wasn't just a defender, he was a captain in every sense of the word. His fiery passion and ability to rally his team both on and off the pitch are qualities that seem increasingly rare in today's game. The extinction of players like Puyol is a reflection of football's broader evolution. While the modern game has undoubtedly improved in many ways, tactically, technically, and commercially, it has also lost something intangible. The passionate, aggressive defender who played with heart and soul is now a relic of the past. Puyol's legacy reminds us of the beauty of football's raw, unfiltered essence. He was more than a player. He was a symbol of everything fans love about the game. As football continues to evolve, we may never see another player quite like him. What do you think? Are defenders like Puyol truly extinct, or is there hope for their resurgence? Share your thoughts and your favorite memories of legendary defenders in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation as we explore the past, present, and future of football. We'll catch you there.